Hi, I did a blog just recently about sibling rivalry and how suppressed sibling rivalry can lead to other dysfunctional problems later in life. And I see it a lot with kids that I treat, but you'd be surprised how many adults of all ages, 40, 50 and 60 years of age, who are still struggling with really deep subconscious problems with self-worth and self-esteem. And when I work with them, it often goes back to when they were little kids and when their sibling came along. So in a way, I just wanted to sort of clarify, it's sibling rivalry, but it's not. And I think the most important aspect to be aware of here, it's when the sibling comes along, it's the rejection and the feeling of detachment from the parents. And I've got a little demo that I do, and I just thought I'd share this with you because the kids really like it, and to be honest, the adults really like it too. So what I explain is, when you start off, you're the little baby and you've got mum and dad. So you're all together and everybody's happy. You're the center of their world and they are the center of your world. And everybody's having a lovely, jolly time. Then the next child comes along. And this is exactly what happens. So the second child has now come in, but the first child feels completely rejected. Now, you might think it doesn't make any logic sense. The parents still love that child. But what the child is feeling, and remember there's not a lot of cognitive processing going on, so it's a very energetic feeling type process. But what the child often feels, and I see this when we go through the emotions, is they feel rejected. And they're saying to themselves things like, what did I do wrong? Why am I being replaced? Why have mum and dad gone and got another child? What's wrong with me? And this is the breeding ground, as I say, for all of that lack of self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. So when you've got something like that going on, it just sits there and breeds and causes a whole lot of negative self-talk and self-belief later on. I also like to explain to people that the reason that it gets so stuck is often the child turns on themselves, as is their want to do. It seems very common that they blame themselves. You know, it's not the parents' fault, it's not the siblings' fault, but it's their fault. They're not good enough. And that's something that they then use to squash this feeling of not being good enough. So they create another part of themselves, another persona, to try and be better. So they need to constantly keep working to prove to themselves and to prove to their family and prove to the world then as they grow up that, you look, I'm okay, am I enough yet? And there's just too much of that and in my clinic, and I love to clear it. I love to get people in here, and you can clear it very quickly. If you think your kids are experiencing some of that, a little story I like to tell them, and it's all in my blog, but you could try something like, get him in the right mood and say to them, look, the reason we got another child is we loved you so much. We had so much fun with you, or we have so much fun with you, and we love you so much, we wanted another one. And we thought you'd love a little brother so you can have fun with a sibling as much as we have fun and as much as we love you. And their little eyes kind of light up. And at all ages, I seem to get the similar response. So just try and find the right moment and have that conversation and just suss out if there's anything going on with your young children. So I hope that helps, and I hope my little reenactment with my fingers has helped clarify the story. And if you want any help or any information, then please just give me a call. All the best. Thank you very much. Bye.